The only property skills beginners actually need, and obviously I'm going to suggest ones that you should ignore as well. So, in my experience, and again, working with mentees and so on, being an active investor, there are only a set number of skills that you need in order to be successful in property. Now, lots of people think, I'll just scroll this up here, lots of people think it's always, a particular strategy. That's what's going to make you successful. Of course, any strategy, if you master it, will make you successful, rich or wealthy, depending on, or have cash flow, whatever it is. So some of the mentees that I have the pleasure of working with are obviously a little bit confused on the strategy moving forward, and have heard things that SA is fantastic. I need to do that. HMOs are fantastic. I need to get into 3 or 5 year government-backed, government-funded leases and so on. And now it's about understanding that it's mastery of particular strategy, which is definitely going to help, but there needs to be skill sets there as well. Okay, so there are various skill sets that you need to be successful. Now, what I'd want you to understand from this video is it's skills, not strategy. Okay, so market and area selection, point one there, I put down on that. So you can't see it there, can you? But market and area selection. So I could buy, or I could invest in £100,000 property somewhere, and then £100,000 property somewhere else, maybe not even that far away from each other, 2 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, 50 miles. That does not necessarily mean that they're going to provide the same ROI, return on investment. The metric that we look at is the same if it's BRRR, return on capital employed, and therefore cash flow and capital growth over the 5, 10, 15 years that you're looking to have hold of it and so on. Ideally, you're looking to have it for the long run. So market and area selection is one, definitely. And again, it's that old saying, location, location, location. There are some properties that haven't really moved since 2008 or 9 in terms of obviously the value that they're worth. Yes, they might have etched up a little bit, but only that matches inflation. Whereas there are other properties that are obviously definitely central London, very affluent areas that have continued to rise because they're in demand. So market and area selection is definitely the one that we need to understand. Deal analysis, again, but it's having that confidence as well, that black belt confidence, having that black belt mindset to understand the numbers on a spreadsheet, or at first they might be on what I always refer to as like the back of a fag packet type of thing. You need to understand the numbers and how those numbers, end in or work out your gross profit or GDV and so on like that. So understanding numbers is an essential. Now, again, of course, we've got templates for that on the Black Belt Property Accelerator and a higher level one on the Black Belt Property Academy. But it's no good just going for, I'm looking at cash flow, or I'm looking at gross yield, or I'm looking at net yield. You need to understand all of it, because there needs to be that plan A, plan B, plan C, or should I say, what's the exit strategies for each of them. So having the confidence to analyze deals is essential. So again, one of the mentees, or should I say, one of the things that I always tell my mentees, and again, you're likely to have heard this many times before from other property educators and so on, you must lock in profit from day one. Okay, you want to be buying value from day one, so that in case anything does happen, in case the refurb goes over time, over budget, in case there's a property correction, so the prices drop, at least you've edged your bets a little bit there. All right, so that's an essential one that I always try to teach my mentees as well. And again, another skill that we need to have, financing basics. I've written about this on blogs as well. So like I said, check out the website, dervishdervish.com. Have a look at some of the blogs that I've uploaded on there. You need to understand the basics of financing. So what's a decent bridging loan rate now? Is it 8% a year, 10% a year, 12% a year, 14% a year? What does that mean if they're only charging me 0.69 a month? Is that a lot higher or different than 0.89 a month, and so on? Obviously, it's higher, but what does that mean over the time that you borrowed the money for? When you transfer it onto a long-term product, is it always just a headline rate you go for? So, for instance, now buy-to-let mortgages, the limited company hovering around about let's go for 4.89. However, that's got a 5% product fee, and you have to pay for valuations, and you have to pay for legals, or there might be another one at 5.29, which you might have not even considered because it had a higher rate, but it includes free legals, free valuations, and no product fee. So it's about looking at the total cost of borrowing for the amount of time that you're tied into. Again, I'm not going to go into full depth of that. We'll leave that type of stuff for the accelerator and the academy. Offer discipline. I didn't even need to really put offer there, but it's that discipline to stick to what you know and what you want to achieve, and not get sidetracked. I'm sure it's like one of Winston Churchill's sayings, you'll never get to your destination if you stop every time a dog barks and throw stones at the dog. I'm probably bastardizing it there, but it's about just keeping that focus and keep getting up, keep showing up every day. Again, that black belt perseverance, really. So offer discipline means that, especially in auctions, you can't be going, especially if the auctioneer's creating bids off the wall, you mustn't go above what you intend to go, what your maximum bid is. All right, because otherwise, the more you go above that, the less profit there is in it, and especially if things are going to turn. Okay, maybe some hidden, like there always is, some hidden issues, obstacles in the property when you're doing the refurb. And obviously, skill is being aware of risk. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with varying tolerances of risk. If you wanted to invest in one buy-to-let property a year, fantastic. 10 years, you'll have 10. Some mentees or some mentors will tell you there's no point, but no, you need to be doing this and you need to. It depends on you and your why. And again, are you looking to just have a nice little safety net? Are you looking to build a substantial portfolio? Are you looking to build a healthy portfolio? So again, we've got to be aware, and you've got to understand your own risk levels, really. So again, the Black Belt Property Accelerator, that's a 12-week intense program. We meet every week, Property Dojo, go over the content for that week. And again, we also have the accountability sessions there as well to make sure that you're progressing as planned. Then from that, for anybody that graduates and so on and wants to take it to the next level, then obviously we've got the Black Belt Property Academy there. Now, this isn't a time for me to plug it, definitely not. Check out some of the client reviews, have a look at the website, watch a few more videos about me. But I want to work, or we do work with committed individuals. It's not just a case of, we're getting 70 people in a room and trying to get you to run to the back of the room with your credit cards and so on like that. This is about you investing in yourself, your mindset, in order to help you and your family improve, really. So I hope that video helped some people. I'm just going to go over it again. Very, very basic. Property skills beginners actually need. A lot of it is mindset, deal analysis, understanding understanding which area to invest in, understanding how to do due diligence, offer discipline. But again, I know I said it before, it could be discipline with all elements. Discipline that when you enroll, you're going to turn up every single week. And if you don't turn up every week, you're at least going to watch the recordings and make notes and so on. You're going to do the items needed, your homework and so on, because you understand that the more you invest, the better results are going to be. And the last one, obviously, understanding the risks involved with it. And now, went to the solicitors last week to do personal guarantees. So check out that video as well. I briefly talk about personal guarantees, why they're needed. Again, if you've got a limited company and so on. So have a look at that. But thank you very much for watching. And again, if you're serious, committed, check out some of the blogs, have a look at some more of these videos, subscribe. But if you want to take it to the next level and realize that I can help you, because I want to take white belt investors through to black belt and beyond, then have a look and enroll onto the Black Belt Property Accelerator. Good luck. All the best. Take care.